All right, guys. So this is the first video that I'm going to post for daily fantasy lineups. Overall, I'm just going to share some of the guys that I like to put in lineups this week, some of the guys I don't like. I will share some kind of sneaky tournament play picks that I think could be some good value. But overall, just going to generalize it for the players that I like or don't like this week and why. So first off, we're going to start at quarterback. So, obviously it's attractive to always see Patrick Mahomes up there and play Patrick. He's always going to put up good points each week. But typically what you want to think about within fantasy, daily fantasy, is for the value, are they going to get the points that I need them to get? Typically I like to think about, can they triple up whatever the first number in their salary is? So think about 9,200 for Patrick Mahomes. Can he get me 27 plus points? In a lot of weeks, absolutely. However, I think this week specifically, he's a player that I actually don't like in daily fantasy. Reason being, he's nursing an injured ankle now. So I feel like they may go a little more run heavy or have a little more dump off passes out of the backfield. And then secondly, he could be missing both Tyreek Hill still this week and Sammy Watkins. Clearly, he's still super talented. He's probably going to get you 20 points at least, but it's just not quite equivalent to the value that I would want to get from him out of the 9,200 salary to pay. Right below him, Deshaun Watson is a like that I have for this week. Man, going up against Kansas City's defense, I realized this past week when they went against the Colts is expected to be a shootout, ended up not turning out that way. I think that was an anomaly. I really expect this game to still be high scoring, and I expect Deshaun Watson to be flinging it throughout the night as well. So moving on down the list, I won't hit every guy, but I'm just going to talk about some likes. Next like on the list, Kyler Murray at $7,700. Could he put me up 21, 22 points? Easy. His rushing has increased every single week, week over week, and honestly, the offense just generally looks better. He's averaging 20 fantasy points per week, with, like I said, increasing each week to week. He's a great play against an Atlanta defense that just got torched by Houston. Kyler's someone I'm definitely looking at for daily fantasy play this week. Let's see the next one. So I actually like Jimmy G this week. I realize they're a run-heavy team. I expect the Rams to still be able to put up a good amount of points, even though the San Francisco defense is just looking top-notch this year. But I think the Rams are going to be passing a lot still to try to put up points. Jimmy G looked good this past week. A lot of his throws were actually dropped by receivers. Trust me, I know, because I have them in my season-long lineup. So I expect them to kind of right the ship. I expect Kittle to actually kind of continue having some big weeks here in the next couple of weeks. So I like Jimmy G this week, especially at 72. I think he's going to get in that 21 territory this week. So let's see here. So for dislikes, some of the ones I don't like is Jared Goff. As I said, I think they're going to go pass heavy, but I do think that defense is just terrible. I'm predicting like a 20 to 24 points being on the top end within either of these teams. And so Jared Goff, I don't like. Brandon Cooks is probably going to be out with an injury, so they're missing one of their top receivers. It does make, I think, a little bit of a sneaky play for one of the others, but we'll talk about that here in a second. Some other ones I don't like. So actually, that was it for the I don't like this. I mean, obviously, we got Andy Dalton, Colt McCoy down there. Even though Colt McCoy is going up against Miami's defense, I just don't feel great about him with everything going on there in Washington. It feels like it could be a boom or bust play. My value of the week is actually Sam Darnold. Look, I get it. That offense does not look good. It's his first week back. But we did see Green Bay go ham on that Dallas defense. Now, maybe it's a big Le'Veon Bell game, but I really think the reason he's a sneaky play here is because there could be a lot of people that just are staying away from Sam Darnold. And so really a tournament play, if you're trying to play players that you don't think a lot of other teams will have in their starting lineups, Sam could be one that, if he shows out the first time he's back, could be a big win for you.